I spent hours making this gorgeous 8K key art, and then I crushed it down to 160 pixels wide for my Game Boy. If you're new here, I'm a marketing artist making a Game Boy Color game as a first-time developer. This channel documents all the struggles along the way. Today, key art. Normally, you don't start a game with the key art. It should reflect your core gameplay, your pillars, your audience, the whole vision. But this tiny game came to me in a flash one evening, so naturally I sat down with Procreate and I just drew it all out. Also, I'd never worked with GB Studio before, so I needed to learn its limitations and the Game Boy's. Tiles, palettes, sprite sizes, the hardware has some pretty strict rules. And since key art is usually the most detailed piece in a game, it makes a great stress test. But I had no idea if it would even work, so I turned to the experts, Reddit. The GB Studio subreddit is incredible. I dropped some sketches and questions and immediately got thoughtful feedback. I wasn't sure my visual style would fit on a Game Boy, but the community reassured me with careful planning, some tile swapping, and a lot of patience, I'd be fine. So let's go. The professionals among you will realize I should have already done more research at this point. Oh well. Now, pixel artists, brace yourselves because I'm sure I'm about to break a million rules. The early sketches were in Procreate and Photoshop. I made sure the key art worked in 16:9, 4:3 and 10:9 just in case. Then I dropped the 10:9 version into Sprite, 160 by 44 pixels. I wanted to see what it would look like on the original Game Boy first. I loaded the palette, remembered what little I know about dithering, and started painting. Halfway through, I realized in indexed color mode, the first color is transparent, so I added another swatch. Did I break everything? Probably. Then I discovered Sprite has an actual dithering tool, after I'd done the logo manually. I finished the monochrome version, added color, and realized there is such a thing as too much dithering. Tweaked it, got a decent version 1, time to test in GB Studio. Aside from the sample project, this is my first time in GB Studio. A new scene set to logo should work. Oh, no. Turns out, some tiles use more than 4 colors. We knew this. I found a great Sprite extension that shows colors per tile. Huge help. Thanks, Rios. After a quick cleanup, we should be golden. Oh, shit. Okay, let's run the debugger. We probably should have done that first. Turns out we have 54 unique palettes, each tile using a 4-color palette, and we're allowed a maximum of 8 palettes. Probably all the dithering, and certainly the details on top aren't helping. So let's clean it up a bit. 46 on the first pass. 27, I'm starting to worry. Time for drastic measures. 22, starting to see the real problem areas here. I'm probably blasting away in bits that could have been saved, but this is a learning process. 15, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Finally, no errors. Colors shifted a bit, but it works. Valuable lesson, less is more. I was drawing what Game Boy looked like in my nostalgia-tinted memories, not what Game Boy actually looks like. So then I went ahead and did what any reasonable person would do. I took everything that I just learned, scrapped everything that I just did, and started again. But I think you'll agree the end result looks a lot better and a lot more Game Boy Color. This really drives in how important visual style is, and designing something that fits the Game Boy's limits, something that I knew going in and ignored. So next time we're skipping cutscenes and heading straight into our first minigame, the claw machine. This will help us to nail the UI, learn how much detail I can use in sprites, and finally see what breaks when things start moving. That's more than enough for this week. Stick around and I'll see you next time, right after I finish bashing my head into this brick wall.